More than 2,500 years ago, ancient people, relying only on their bare hands and the most primitive tools, carved out a colossal waterway running through northern and southern China. It stretches nearly 1,800 kilometers, 9 times longer than the Suez Canal and more than 20 times longer than the Panama Canal. It is the oldest man-made canal in the world and one that is still in use today. This is China's Beijing-Hangzhou Grand Canal. From Beijing to Hangzhou, this ancient canal, recorded in the travels of Marco Polo, has nourished countless cities along its banks. Now, let us follow its course southward and take a closer look at the cities along the way. Are you ready? Let's go.
面还有定桥的。
哦。这来的，那个是桂花糕啊。 有企业下岗的一个。